morning, everyone. It's Cars, but we now all stand on and then be able to go back to another video. Now, I normally do a review video of the start of the day, but this time I decided to change it up. And I was planning to do a small Dragon video, but I decided to change my plans. We're doing a big tournament this morning. I decided to do classic car tournament because I am going to a big car show today. Now, let's get started. Oh yeah, keep in mind that all these classics are Hot Wheels and Matchbox only. No engine machine, no drive and no major either. Just Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Alright, let's get started. We're gonna start with this one. It's a Plymouth, but actually his name is called Plymouth Deluxe. Followed by a 1964 Plymouth Belvedere, which is Penny's car to be exact. 1967 Ford Mustang. 1949 Current sports car. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. And a 1968 Dodge Dart 4th Gen. Alright, here we go. Okay, now a Challenger saw this one. So, yeah, the 70 Challenger RT. I'm pushing it over there. Although my Mustang is two wide for lanes between four, I'll put in the outer lane from now on. Now, both these guys, I'm putting them back in that same bin where I have them, because they will be taking part in future rounds. Alright, let's get the second group of classics onto the track. Alright then, 1959 Cadillac Eldorado, 1970 Chevy Camaro, 1970 Plymouth Barracuda AR Cuba, 1970 Chevy at that 454 convertible, 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner, and a 1975 Porsche 914. Alright, here we go. We got Plymouth to move on. So yeah, another Mopar related muscle car is moving on. Well, these classics are done. They're going back in there right now. Let's move on with the next set of classics. Group number 3. Oh yeah, I do need to know I will be using my Sprites ad to help me with this video. So I'll be able to upload on time. Alright, let's continue on. 1955 Chevy Nomad. 1957 Chevy Camaro. 1957 Ford Thunderbird, over short the T-Bird. 1960 A1 and Ford GT40 first color. Ford Thunderbolt, probably in 1964 model year. And yet a Mercedes-Benz 311 SL from the 1950s. Hey, now I gotta take a look at these. I don't see the year, but I know it is from the 1950s. Probably in the 1956 model year. Alright, here we go. 61 Ford GT40! Yeah, the Ford GT40 is one of the most iconic cars of all time. I never thought I was gonna get a video of one though. Hopefully I will though. Maybe in the car that we're going on today, we'll have one. Anyway, let's move on. On to the next group. Alright, that 1963 Austin Hurley NK2 Roadster. There's a Ford V8 Deluxe Coupe. 1949 Mercury Light Convertible. 1969 Chevy C10 Custom. 1966 Dodge A100 pickup. And 1971 Chevy El Camino. Here we go. We got an El Camino going on. Now, keep in mind that the El Camino of all generations is actually a pickup truck. Which is very true. And I know I've seen El Caminos on the road and at car shows. Whoop! So let's just put the classic directly in there. Oh well. On that one. hopefully I will not make that mistake ever again. Let's get that screw down. Alright, 1940. A Ford V8 Deluxe convertible. 1955 Chevy Bel Air convertible. 1968 Chevy Nova SI. 1967 Ford Chevy GT5. 1967 Plymouth GTI. And 1932 Ford Model B. Here we go. Nova! So yeah, another Chevy is moving on. And you're done. Yeah, this time point actually not been right on before. Alright, route number 6 is coming up. Alright, and next to Super Champ, we have a Chevy C2 Corvette anyway, followed by the Grand Sport Roadster. All of them Chevy, both of them are built in the 1960s. 1967 Chevy Bel Air rolled out one of these. It is a 4-inch, but the year that's one is a 1970 model year. And yep, a 1955 Chevy Bel Air is in this one. So yeah, a 57 and a 55. Hey, Bel Air. Here we go. And here's the Chevy C2 Corvette Grand Sport from Fast 5. Moving on. Well, over there. Well, we have already done this one. With the first part of this one. Let's go put down the next group. Alright, then. We have a Dodge Daytona. This one's actually built in 1970. We'll have a 1963 Mercedes-Benz over here. This particular one is called a Mercedes-Benz 230SL Cabriolet. 1972 Chevy Love Custom. We'll have a 1964 Ford Galaxy Outfit. 1969 Chevy Chevelle at 1996 and 1965 Ford Enduro. Here we go. Okay then, $70 Daytona is moving on. And a race car back in the day is moving on. Alright, let's move on. What's the next set of classics? Alright then. 1968 Chevy C10. 1969 Chevy Copa Camaro. 1970 Dodge Charger RT. 1989 Jeep Wagoneer. Yeah, that's in the last year for this SUV. And it had to be the last year of the Classic era. 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback. And 1965 a Pontiac GTO. Here we go. We got a Mustang in this one now. And so, yeah, 65 Mustang. And moving on. And I'm going to move my Daytona over here again. And so I'm going to mix it up again. Well, that's the end of these guys. They're done here. Now let's move on to the next group. Our classics. Alright, 1972 Ford Gran Torino Sport. 1985 Chevy Camaro Z. 1967 Chevy Chevelle at 1996. 1960 Volkswagen Microplus. 1968 Ford Torino and 1960 Chevy as the Trucker. Alright, here we go. 1950 Chevy 100 as the Trucker. Alright, great job at a 50s pickup. Right, let's move on. Alright then, let's see today. Mercury Cougar Illuminator 85E ANC Eagle Wagon. Yeah, it's a 1985 ANC Eagle Wagon. We also have another one of these cars. This particular car is called 1967 World War II. 1963 Ford Thunderbird. We have the 1980 Mercedes-Benz. This particular Mercedes-Benz is called the Mercedes-Benz W1 Wagon. And 1956 Ford F100 Caravan. Here we go. ANC Eagle Wagon. So yeah, an American wagon is moving on. And as I know, I've seen only one in person. Now, with the cars, they're very rare. Alright, let's move on to the next group, shall we? In fact, we have about 2 groups live on this one. Let's move on to the next part. Alright then, 1974 SRR. This one is part of the Ultra High series. 1969 Chevy Copa Camaro. We also have one of these. It is a $1 special for the year. This one is a 38 model year. We also have 1970 Buick GSI, 32 Chevy CG Corvette, CG convertible. Oh, it's got an adult though. And we have one of these from Dodge. This one is called the 1964 Dodge 330. Alright, so yeah, very unusual classic there. Here we go. And that Dodge is moving on. So yeah, as another Dodge moving on. And that thing, one more group left, we'll move on to the next part. So let's go get that final group before we move on to the next part. Alright then. 1985 Chevy Capri, 1968 Ford Shelby GT5, right? 1967 Ford County Square Wagon. 1968 Plymouth Barracuda Heavy Cuba Fastback. 1969 Dodge actually, it's 1969 Dodge RT, my bad. And 1967 Dodge Charger, first gen. And first color too. Here we go. Shelby! So yeah, a Shelby, and this one happens to be another Mustang. Guys, moving on. Well, I think this was for the first part of this one. Now, we're ready on to the next part. So, I better get them all up there. Okay, guys, so you guys already know what they are, so let's see who's moving on again. Alright, oh, hang on. I think my 4GT40 is just too wide for lanes for me, but I gotta move it. Alright, here we go. 4GT40, 61 model year. So yeah, the legendary 4GT40, and it's the first color, it's moving on. And now, let's go get these things on the track right now. Alright, now let's see which one will face up against the 4GT40. And you're gonna see. Lane 3. So yeah, it's the first car for 1980. ANC Eagle Wagon. It's going up against the legendary 4GT40, 1961 model year. And now it's time for part 3. Man, won the car who gets the most win this tournament. But it is tie. Certain things will come up. We don't know on that one, but anything can happen. Alright, here we go. 4GT40, 61 model year. Well, that 40 is another win here. can they do it, or will they even see what they win and go to our 35 race? We don't know it, guys, so this is a big moment here. So let's find out. Now, as you can see, 35 race is coming up. Talk about that, this will be a close finish between the two. So, who's gonna do it? Is it gonna be a race car or a wagon? Alright, let's find out, you guys. The 40D40, our legendary race car, is the fastest car of this racing video. What an amazing job by GT40. I dare. Even for our first color, though. Well, guys, that's it. Well, in less than an hour from now, when this video's uploaded, I'll be making my way and to pick up my brother in Oakport, and we'll be hitting the road on the old Route 66. And I know I'm making a lot of videos over there for you guys. I just don't know what I'll expect over there, but I'll find out soon for myself there. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. And I'll see you guys later on this evening. Anyway, I hope my next turn on champions. Alright. See you all tonight, you guys. Bye.